See what happens when you don't stoop down fast enough for that 3 to pass by? That's what happens. You get this. Welcome to your Tuesday edition of Mix at 3, everybody. Happy Tuesday, and hope you're doing well.
Happy Tuesday.
Yes.
Terrific Tuesday. Remember when I told you that March is a busy month for me and my family?
When you have kids, every month is a busy month, but yes.
Very true. Lots of birthdays on weekends.
Yes.
But now is time to celebrate my relatives' birthdays.
Okay. Well, we've done that. We've done one with your sister.
My sister was yesterday.
Yes.
Right? So today is hubby's birthday.
Her husband?
Yeah. My hubby.
Your hubby. Who's hubby? Okay.
So yeah, happy birthday, Thomas.
Aww.
Yay.
That man puts up with a lot.
Poor guy with 3 women in his life. The baby on his lap is our
not
nephew.
His.
That's not ours. But yeah, happy birthday, and I hope you're enjoying your day. We got a chance to have lunch together, so.
Oh, that's good.
That's good, yeah.
That's good. That's a good photo. I hadn't seen that one. You took that one in Australia.
Yes, I still have to show you the other ones.
I haven't seen any of your photos from Australia.
Really? Well, I showed some on the show.
Oh, well, I wasn't on that show. I had COVID, remember?
No. No. As soon as I got back.
Yeah. Okay. No, I did see some of the shows.
Yeah, but I'll show you more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Actually, that's kind of interesting because you were sitting in. I think you would. No, I had COVID. So one of our guests here today, he's back again.
Yeah.
So I missed him last time.
So you're finally gonna.
You've got a good meal for me over there, buddy. All right. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So first time he came, we had
stay around.
It's Tasty Tuesday.
Yeah.
Right? So the first time he came, Michaela and I ate fish tacos.
Okay.
It was delicious.
I would have done that. That would have been good. But
Okay,
no, we've got a good day here going as well. So
yeah, today we are celebrating a special day. We'll tell you later.
Yes.
But
You'll figure it out. Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be healthy and delicious.
Well, you lost me in healthy, but you got me back at delicious. Okay, so we'll see how that goes. So stick around. You might find out something that you like here to make this evening, okay? Let's go ahead and get on into it, see what's talking about here. The United States no longer among the 20 happiest countries in the world, according to newly released 2024 World Happiness Report. The U.S. now ranks number 23. Now, that is compared to number 15 from last year.
So the researchers attribute the drop in part to a decline in how Americans under 30 feel about their lives. Scandinavian countries.
I'm going to say that again. No, we're stopping. Say that again.
Okay, countries in Scandinavia. All right. Top the list of the happiest countries. You see, that's why they are happy.
This is why we're happy.
They don't need to worry about pronunciations, okay? So with Finland finishing first for the 7th year in a row. Denmark came in 2nd place, followed by Iceland and Sweden.
Okay, well, Iceland, I don't know right now with all the earthquakes and volcanoes going on in Iceland.
Yeah.
That ain't happy. I might want to recheck those numbers here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would love to actually go back overseas again. It's been a while since I've been to Europe and the other countries.
I would love that too. And you know what? Even though United States is number 23,
yes,
I'm still going to smile. I'm a happy person.
You're on TV. You have to. It's your job. That's what we do.
No. Say the truth. I smile.
You smile all the time.
All the time. Don't
Even
lie.
your grimaces look pleasant. That's a compliment. Oh my gosh, if that isn't a bit.
Okay, so,
is that not a compliment over there?
Thank you.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
I'm serious. Okay.
All right, I'm a happy person. Okay. All right, so moving on. So a nationwide survey of parents found many middle and high school kids are reluctant to take a sick day from school. Surprisingly, even when they report feeling ill because they're afraid it could affect their grades.
That never happened when I was a kid in school. The survey from the University of Michigan Health found that 2/3 of parents say that their child worries about an absence, and that's a factor in deciding whether to keep a child home when they are unwell. 1/4 of parents say they'll send their student to school and just hope for the best. Now, you see, I see a different reason for that. Now, you've got
Yeah.
parents that are working. They can't afford or they can't find babysitters.
Yeah.
You know, somebody to watch the kids. You're going to try to go ahead and send them to school and hope for the best. And I think also a lot of that after COVID, I don't think the kids want to stay at home and do schooling at home anymore.
Yeah.
I think a lot of them want to be back out in the school with their friends and their classmates and you know, go about it that way.
That's true. But if they're middle schoolers or high schoolers, they don't need babysitters. Like, they can stay home by themselves, right? But I think the problem is, not problem, I think it's a good thing. Like, the schools are now pushing really hard on students, and I don't know. It's a good thing that they want to be present, but on the other hand, it might affect their mental health. So
And make other kids sick too. You gotta
And
keep
make
that
other
in mind
kids
too.
sick,
Yeah,
yes.
keep that in mind too as well.
yeah, yeah.
Hey, this was very interesting. We saw this. The world's highest peak has a growing
Get ready for this.
growing human waste problem. In an effort to cut down on pollution, Nepal is now requiring Mount Everest climbers trek down with their own poop.
Yes, we said that on TV.
Now, it might sound gross. It shouldn't be smelly. I mean, it's frozen, right? Climbers will be given good Lord, it's like going to the dog park. Will be given 2 poop bags, which can be used 6 times each.
Oh my God.
Depending, I guess, when you eat. The bags contain chemicals to solidify the waste and make it odorless.
So this season, an estimated 1,200 people, people will be on the mountain, according to the Nepal Mountaineering Association. So they say each person spends about 2 weeks. So yeah, make the math right now at the higher camps. So see how many times they go to the bathroom as they summit the 29,000-foot peak.
Now, you see, when I first read this, and I don't mean to sound like negative or anything, there was a growing human waste problem. There are people that died on the way up to Mount Everest. They tried to get to the peak.
Yeah.
There are bodies up there that are frozen and stuff. So this was not where I thought that was going. But that also was not where I thought that was going at the same time.
But that's a real problem. Yeah. You don't want to pollute the Mount Everest.
You know what we won't be doing? A live show at Mount Everest.
Never.
So, no.
No.
Like that was ever even a consideration in anybody's mind, in any multiverse out there.
Unless we go to the green screen, we can do that.
We can do the green screen,
We can
that's fine, too.
pretend we are going to Mount Everest.
I tell you where we are going to go. We are going to go to the kitchen. That's coming up. We're going to make a recipe with a leafy green that is packed with nutrients to boost your health and also your energy. And yes, we are talking about spinach. Celebrating National Spinach Day here on Mix It 3 next.
Watch out for that, it'll take you out. Steve.
Steve.
Yep. Or if they just printed on my, you know.
Alrighty. Are you online? You have social pages? Or?
Just like Facebook and normal stuff, but
well,
nothing.
usually we'll tag you on. Hey, welcome back to Mix at 3. It's not just Popeye who will enjoy National Spinach Day. We should all be celebrating the day by consuming some of this leafy green plant packed with nutrients such as iron, vitamin A, and calcium.
Yeah, Chef Steve Young with Wellstar MCG Health is joining us in the Mix Kitchen with a delicious spinach recipe. Hi, Chef.
Hey, man.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Thanks for having me back. It was a good time the first time, so we get to do it all over again.
Awesome.
So here we go. Yeah, what are we making today?
Today we're going to be making a warm spinach salad. So this is something that I'm from the north. I'm from Vermont. So we like to make everything with maple syrup. So we have a maple balsamic vinaigrette that we made from scratch.
Welcome to the show, our new in-resident chef.
You're welcome. So it's just something easy. We just want to take some of the bacon that we already had cooked up just to warm it up a little bit.
Okay.
And then we take some red onion. And this is all going to cook real quick in here. We don't want to let it go for too long.
Right.
Okay.
And you were saying something about healthy, but I did add a goat cheese croquette to this. So,
Oh, well, come on.
That's fine.
you know, it's
Food and fun.
Food
Always
and
goes
fun.
hand
We
in
want to
hand.
make sure that you get a
Okay.
little bit of everything.
Yes, exactly.
But there's a bunch of different things that you can do with this. You can either just have regular goat cheese, crumble that over the top, or you can add some protein, shrimp, chicken, salmon.
Okay.
Any of those are great options to go over the top of this.
So now you've thrown the onions and the bacon in here. How long is that going to run?
Just a minute or so, not even 30 seconds. We just want to warm it up just a little bit.
Right.
We still want to have it have that crunch to it, so we don't want to lose the crunch altogether.
Oh, okay.
We're not trying to sweat it down or saute it down, just warm it up
good.
a little bit.
Yeah, I'm already smelling it. Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, that's just bacon. I think you're just
I know,
excited
that's
about the
hey.
bacon.
Yeah, me too.
So then we just add a little bit of the maple balsamic vinaigrette like I was talking about.
National Bacon Day.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
Is that coming up next?
Yeah, well,
Probably.
every day at my house.
Oh, okay, perfect.
All right, so you throw a little bit of gravy in there?
A little gravy, yeah. Maple balsamic vinaigrette. So it's just maple syrup, Dijon, shallots, garlic, maple syrup, and a little oil to hold it all together, make that emulsification so you have that maple balsamic vinaigrette. So you guys
Smells
smell
so
that?
good. Yes,
We need this recipe to put on the page.
we do.
Oh, we can hook it up for sure.
Okay, good. Good.
This is something that one of my old chefs just drilled into my head every day. We made maple balsamic. We made this salad all the time. So
Right.
I kind of gave him a little shout out earlier this week. I was like, by the way, I'm going to be making your salad for you. So that's it. We don't want to let it break all together because it is an
Okay.
emulsification. So if we let it keep going, it's going to separate all together. So then we're just going to add it to our spinach.
Wow, so you just really just top it.
That's it. You just want to let it wilt a little bit. So the key thing about spinach, like the best iron that you're going to get from it is when it's cooked down, kind of like Popeye in the can. But we want to just let it barely get there.
Okay.
We'll get the top going. Now all that good stuff falls to the bottom, so that's why you want to kind of start off with the greens on top.
Right.
Then you kind of just scoop that other good stuff on top.
Yeah, because I noticed you left a little bit here in the pan, right? That's where you're going to finish the
Yeah,
plate?
it was
or
just a
the-
little extra. I mean, if you want a little extra dressing, you can do it that way.
Okay.
Or I just didn't want to drown it out before we even got it going.
So now there are different types of spinach, right?
There's baby spinach, there's adult grown spinach.
Okay.
You're going to get the most iron from the grown spinach. So.
I thought it was canned and frozen.
And in,
No,
in
there's-
Brazil, like even the leaf is like the spinach leaf is different.
Yeah.
From the one that I see here.
See, we kind of made it up quick. That was
Wow,
all
that's
it takes.
That's it.
I mean, you can make the goat cheese croquettes ahead of time. So, that's just taking some goat cheese, making a little puck,
Right.
flour, egg, breadcrumb, and then frying them real quick. But you can hold them off to the side. Like I said, you don't have to do a croquette. You can do just regular goat cheese crumbles.
Right.
Okay.
I got you guys some silverware back here if you guys want to try it out.
Let's try that out.
And again, like obviously, parents are trying to get their kids to eat vegetables all the time and everything, and this is a good vegetable. I mean, not
And it
only
gives
for
it some
Popeye.
sweet.
And
Yeah.
when I was a kid, it would be spinach and vinegar for me. So I would always just dump the spinach.
Here, I'll switch sides with you guys so you guys can get on the action
Okay.
side.
All righty. Try that.
Now, who talks while who eats?
Yes. You go ahead. Yeah. I'll
guys
be
go
talking
on.
here. I don't know because
Quick,
I want to
easy.
eat.
It's got that nice sweetness to it. Balances out with that goat cheese.
The goat cheese is delicious. Oh my God. Now I go
Something we
for
do
the-
on this show.
Yeah.
When Mikkel was sitting in for me last time you were here, I don't know if you guys did it, but when the food is good, we dance.
We did. We did.
So that's a good sign. Then we did all right.
Now, Real quick, a little bit about you. How did you get started cooking?
So I grew up in Vermont. I actually started off in just a regular restaurant. My cook at the time left. I was a dishwasher. They're like, here you go. And that adrenaline rush, you just can't ever get back. So
That is a promotion.
it was. He actually climbed out the window, which was the craziest part. It got a little intense for him, I think.
I sense there's another story going on.
Yeah, I know, right?
You'll need to come back and make some more food and tell us about that story.
Well, that's the plan, I hope.
This tastes so good. So, and how did you make the goat cheese?
So the goat cheese, like I just said, so I mixed a little, some scallions in there, some spices. I did a little garlic powder, a little garlic in there as well, and then just made a little puck in my hand, just kind of formed it. And then you do flour, egg wash, breadcrumb, and then what I did is let it freeze for a little while, just so it holds all together.
Wow.
And then you just deep fry it for a little while, and boom. What I like to do is I like to take it out, put it on some napkins so it gets some of that grease out of there, so it's not just so heavy with grease.
So now, and I was joking about the whole canned and frozen though, but you can do this with frozen as well, or is it primarily you want to have the leafy type?
fresh.
You want to have the leafy for this. It would be too saturated with the stuff out of the can.
All right. Well, happy National Spinach Day, everybody. Chef Steve Jung, thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Delicious.
Thank you. That's so good.
All right, coming up, the Alzheimer's Association report reveals new findings, including top stressors for caregivers. That's coming up next after the break here on Mix at 3. The Alzheimer's Association has released the findings from its 2024 Alzheimer's Disease Facts and Figures report. This report reveals new insights from both dementia caregivers and healthcare workers.
Yeah, Zane and I had the chance to speak with Dr. Sam Fazio from the Alzheimer's Association. Take a look.
We're joined today with Dr. Sam Fazio with the Alzheimer's Association, who will be discussing findings from the 2024 Alzheimer's Disease Facts and Figures report. Thanks so much, Dr. Fazio, for speaking with us.
Thank you for having me.
Let's talk about the new report that was just released. What did it uncover?
The Alzheimer's Association Facts and Figure report shows us that Alzheimer's disease continues to have a significant impact on individuals, families, and our nation as a whole. So currently there are 6.9 million Americans over the age of 65 who are diagnosed with Alzheimer's dementia, and it costs our nation around $360 billion. And just to put that into perspective, that's a $15 billion increase from last year alone. And so you can see how this continues to be a significant public health crisis.
That's for sure. Wow. Just alarming numbers.
Oh, yes.
And tell us, Dr. Fazio, what is happening here in Georgia?
In Georgia, there are more than 188,000 individuals aged 65 or older living with Alzheimer's dementia, and nearly 375,000 families and friends who are serving as their caregivers.
And those are really just staggering numbers. If you're not affected personally, you know someone around you that probably is. What did you learn about the difficulties healthcare workers are facing?
Well, in our survey, 60% of healthcare workers told us that the current healthcare system really isn't meeting the needs of individuals and families as they try to navigate their way through care. And at the same time, caregivers told us that they really want and they need the help navigating this complex system.
Wow. And Dr. Fazio, what can be done to advance dementia care navigation to help individuals living with dementia and their caregivers?
We hope that this special report really serves as a catalyst for health systems to really think about dementia care navigation and what they could do to make it available in their communities. Right now, navigation does exist, but it's sort of sporadic. It's not consistent. It's not accessible all over. And so if healthcare systems should just make a simple change, start small and build over time, simply by having one person available to talk with people and let them know what to do and answer their questions after a diagnosis is a great start. So families at least aren't just left hanging after the diagnosis with where to go and what to do next.
And Dr. Fazio, what final message would you like to send to someone at home dealing with Alzheimer's, or maybe that caregiver listening to this message right now? What do you want them to know?
I think a final message would be that there is help for you. So as a caregiver, you could visit alz.org and visit our Caregiver Resource Center and find out more about the help that's in your area. You could also call our helpline at 24/7, 365 days a week at 800-272-3900. You could talk with somebody who could simply find a support group in your area or an education program, or you could actually talk to a master's level clinician who could really help you problem solve.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Help is out there and resources are available.
And it starts small, like he said. Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Fazio.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right, great information. And coming up, a famous prop from an Oscar-winning film hits the auction block. We'll tell you more after a short break.
So the iconic floating wood panel, generally thought of as a door, from the 1997 movie Titanic, that is sold now for over $7,000 at auction. $700,000, that should be. Heritage Auction said in a press release that the piece of wood is, quote, often mistakenly referred to as a door by movie fans. The ornate structure was in reality part of the door frame just above the first-class lounge entrance on director James Cameron's reconstruction of the ship that sank all the way back in 1912.
The auction house also said that the prop has caused much debate from fans, many of whom have argued that the floating wood panel could have supported both Jack and Rose, making his fateful decision to stay in the frigid water an empty gesture.
I am one of those. I've debated that ever since I saw this movie. The wood panel sold for $718,750 at a 5-day auction that included a trove of Hollywood items, and among them the whip from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, Bill Murray's red-nosed bowling ball from Kingpin as well, too. Okay, first of all, I'd have gone for the whip. Indiana Jones all the way.
Yes, yeah.
Secondly, it's been proven. Mythbusters actually even showed this. Jack could have survived. He could have been on that thing. There had to have been like 4 or 5 different ways that they could have been on that board and survived. And then director Jim Cameron had to go around and say, well, you know, in the script he died, so, you know, it's Hollywood. It's Hollywood magic, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
But the funny thing is, it's not what we remember the most from the movie. We remember, you know, the open arms.
I don't know. I remember that much from the movie.
And singing, my heart will go on and on.
What's really the funniest thing is somebody spent $718,000 for that thing.
Yeah, what they're gonna do with that?
Well, they're not going to Krispy Kremes. Speaking of Krispy Kremes, they're coming to McDonald's, everybody. 3 types of donuts going on sale in McDonald's restaurants starting later this year. They're going to get original glazed, good, chocolate iced with sprinkles, and chocolate ice cream filled.
So the addition of Krispy Kreme donut to the McDonald's customers' breakfast order is started as a test at 160 restaurants in Kentucky. A phased rollout begins later this year. The donuts will be available nationwide at participating restaurants by the end of 2026. They can be bought individually or in a pack of 6 starting at breakfast.
Okay. Now, this isn't the first time the competitors have teamed up, right? Wendy's, for example, they brought in Cinnabon to their breakfast lineup earlier this year. I still haven't had one of those yet. But if you had, in my personal opinion, the best glazed donut is a Krispy Kreme donut.
Yes, me too.
And I don't, the eyes have it, yes, and it has to be warm too.
I'm sorry, Dunkin' Donuts. I like you, but
I wasn't going to call them
Krispy Kreme. I mean, I've said it.
Hey, News First Reporter on the way. Investigate TV Plus coming up next.
All right, thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.